Day after day, hundreds of powerful videos arrive in my inbox, often accompanied by intriguing stories that my subscribers want me to analyze. Many of them are easily discarded. However, I've also come across a few interesting ones, and others where I just can't find any arguments to prove them untrue. So get ready because it's coming strong. My name is Leonore Clay, and you're watching The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 terrifying videos submitted by my audience. Number 5. We start this investigation with a case that has been resonating on social networks and that is related to the distressing situation that Jose Garcia Alva is experiencing. A TikTok user who on his account uploaded an extremely shocking footage. The video corresponds to a recording captured by Jose, who being alone at home began to hear loud and disturbing noises. The young man began to explain his distressing situation when suddenly abnormal things appeared just a few feet away from him. Observe.
Mi gente, grabo este video, estoy aquí en mi casa. Les voy a contar rapidísimo. Antes de nosotros vivir aquí, había una familia que perdieron a su niña. Desgraciadamente, a mí todas las noches me toca escuchar ruidos. Siempre me quedo solo y me da muchísimo miedo. Grabo este video por si llegan a escuchar lo que hace unos momentos yo escuché. Se los juro que no es cosa. Estoy muy asustado por todo lo que escucho ahí, por esas escaleras. No mames, güey. ¿Qué pedo? Vete a la verga. Ay, güey. Dios mío, no sé qué es. No mames. Güey, Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo.
Although we can't clearly see his face, just hearing his voice is enough to realize how stressed he is, not only because of the fact of being a witness to what you just saw, which is certainly terrifying, especially those shadows that go unnoticed by his gaze. But also because of what Jose says, that his situation is the outcome of the spirit of a girl who lost her life in that same house before he moved in. However, that thick and rough hand that appears on the fence, in my opinion, indicates that it is something much more serious and sinister. Who or what did Jose's camera capture that night? Tell me what you think. Number 4. As I told you in the intro, sometimes you find content that is easy to explain, but other times you see things that are truly strange. Things that, even leaving paranormal beliefs aside, are hard to explain logically. This video is one of those. An incredible footage that Jose Edgar Blanco, a faithful subscriber to the channel, sent to my email. He says that he works as a volunteer firefighter in an area of Mexico, and that together with his unit responded to the call of a terrible accident in which several vehicles were involved. Unfortunately, upon arrival, they saw a van on fire with its driver trapped inside. Despite the efforts, the man could not be rescued alive. During the entire procedure, one of the firefighters recorded in order to collect evidence for the police who were soon to arrive. Look at the result of that recording and tell me if you also notice the abnormality. Tell me your opinion on what comes out at full speed from inside the vehicle. What is that crosses the screen at full speed and barely manages to be captured by the camera? Could it be some of the smoke that was in the vehicle? Or could the explanation to this recording lie in the paranormal? Our subscriber fervently believes that it is the spirit of a man trapped inside. Tell me what you believe. Number 3. The Okigara Forest, located in Japan, is perhaps one of the most terrifying places on the planet. Not only because of its sinister and thick foliage landscapes that on occasions even prevents the sunlight from entering, but also because of the discovery of people who arrive here to be isolated from everyone and decide to take their own lives in the midst of profound silence. Reason why this place is recognized worldwide as the Suicide Forest. You really have to have the nerve to walk through this place. The same courage a young man had together with a friend who one day ventured into the forest. They walked for several hours without finding anything but trees. However, at one point, one of them spotted an abandoned camera next to a bush. It was uncharged, so they thought a tourist had lost it. However, once they returned and charged the device, they found what they say was the most terrifying recording they have seen in their lives. Watch. As you can see, a group of people can be seen going into the forest at dawn. Something suddenly pulls on the rope until it ends up being cut, thus losing their way back. Without a doubt, the most impressive thing was that woman hanging upside down that the camera manages to record. A pale and creepy face that, if you look closely, seems to not have eyes. After the viralization of this recording, many have created horror videos representing that entity. False videos that honor that creepy being caught in the forest. Number 2. What you will see next corresponds to footage recorded by a couple of tourists in St. Peter's Church, an ancient temple located in the city of Drahan, Ireland, an enclosure that is known for its famous catacombs and for its intimidating cells that in ancient times served as a prison for those unfaithful to the religious doctrines prevailing during the Middle Ages. It was a couple who, during the tour of this place, recorded with their camera a chilling situation that appeared in front of them without even noticing it. What did the camera record? See for yourself.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
You noticed it, right? The image of a face is observed that appears through the hatch where the inmates receive their food and communicated with their guards. A face that, incredible as it sounds, turned out to be familiar to these tourists when they later watched the video. According to them, that face was of Saint Oliver Plunkett, a priest known for being the last Roman Catholic martyr to die in England, who was beatified in 1920 and canonized in 1975, and whose mortal remains rest precisely in this church. It is said that this was the same door where he saw his last days go by. Do you think that that face belongs to the image of Saint Oliver Plunkett? Tell me what you think. Number 1. We conclude this video with a disturbing situation that a couple experienced one night at home. The image you are seeing corresponds to a man recording his girlfriend while she was in the bathroom. From what can be seen, it seems that she felt a bit upset about being recorded, letting her boyfriend know this, but he never stops focusing on her. Everything makes one think that a tense argument was going to begin between them, when suddenly, the incomprehensible was present.
Paige.
You in the camera. When are you gonna stop it?
The doctor said record everything.
I don't care what he said. I'm so over this house and I'm over the filming and everything.
Paige! 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 Oh, shit.
The door unexpectedly closes. The man opens it seconds later, capturing the woman perched in the upper corner of the bathroom, as if she were suddenly the victim of a demonic possession. What for many would be verified at the end of this video, when the woman is seen in the bathtub with a lost look, as if she were in a trance state before reacting. How is it that this young woman manages to get to the upper corner of the bathroom in a Spider-Man position? Could it be that she's under the domain of some being of an unknown origin? Let me know your opinions of this and the other footage in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.